and welcome to my home office slash library. So today's video I'm pretty excited about. It's another book video, of course. Normally it's me and Kelly here in the intro, but we weren't able to actually get together this weekend, sadly, due to like basketball games and just life being crazy. So I'm doing the intro here really quick. Today's video is going to be Kelly and I walking you through our physical TBRs. We have always wanted to do like a bookshelf tour type of video here on the channel, just so that you guys can get a look at what books we allow to take up space on our beautiful bookshelves, because as we know as book nerds, space is something that you really need, okay? You can't just be letting any old book take up space on your shelves, because you have stacks and stacks and stacks of books that should be on here instead. So we've always wanted to do a bookshelf tour, but we didn't want to do one where we're just like, okay, book, this is what we have. So we wanted to do something a little bit different. And of course, when I was scrolling on TikTok, as I tend to do for way too many hours in a day, I came across this video where some lady was gifted a scanner for Christmas, and I was intrigued. I'm like, what do you need a scanner for? Turns out, y'all, that there is a website slash an app, like it has its own app, it's also a website where you can go and you can catalog all of your books for free, mind you. Okay, all you need is a barcode scanner and you sign up for a free account on the website, which is called Libib, L-I-B-I-B. And yeah, then you just take your little handy dandy scanner, scan the barcode on the back of your books, and it catalogs it for you. Or at least that's how easy and simple it looked in the TikTok video. And I was immediately sold, because being a librarian is like one of my top dream jobs. This is kind of like me getting to live out my librarian dreams. This scanner that I picked up is a wireless one from Amazon. I'll have it linked down in the description, and I'll have the one that Kelly is using for this video linked down in the description as well, so that way you guys can go and check them out. Walk you through how I set up my Libib, and we'll start showing you the books on our physical TBRs. We're not going to do an entire bookshelf video, because quite frankly that will be we'd be here a long time, and I know y'all love seeing our beautiful faces, but I doubt you want to see them for that long, and I certainly don't want to edit a video that's that long. So today we're just going to be sticking with, you can't even see it, this bookshelf for me. We got like 5 shelves of the books that I want to read and haven't yet. So yeah, my physical TBR, like I said. I also want to count and see how many books, that sun, man. I also want to count and see how many books are on my physical TBR here, because one of my goals that I've had for reading for like, gosh, years now, is to read every single book that I own. You know, I feel like that's everyone's goal anymore, so just try and whittle down their physical TBR. And I went through this shelf and all of my shelves actually, and I got rid of a pile of books, like to donate or whatever, because they're either ones that I knew I was never going to read, or ones that I did read and were below a 4-star, because, honey, we can't have adequate or sub-adequate books be taking up space on our shelves, okay? My shelves are only for books that I loved and enjoyed and would read again, right? Yeah. What's left is what I am at the moment convinced that I am going to read at some point in my life, hopefully soon. And I want to see just how many of those hopefully I will be reading soon books are here. I have a feeling that we're well over 100. So yeah, it's gonna be fun trying to get through all of them. And it's still gonna be a long video, because that's a lot of books to try and catalog here. So hope you guys enjoy watching, and let's start doing some things. Okay, ignore the mess that's in the background. But this is the screen, like once you set up your free account up here, this is the screen that it's going to bring you to. So it says you're going to click on start by adding a collection. And this is what we have. So I'm going to call it Amy's Library. Good enough for me. I want it to be in English. And we're gonna add collection. Okay, cool. So I have a collection now. Now what? You can have up to 100 collections. That's wild. And you get that for free? Bruh. Okay. So go to, oh, this is dope. Okay. How do I click add items, book? Oh my gosh, and then this is where we scan. Okay, where's my scanner? Where did I put her? Okay, so I'll take this little puppy, stick her in my laptop here. Oh, it clicked. Let's see if we can get this to work. So I'm gonna go over here. Let's see. Let's just start with this one. The Diabolic by S.J. Kincaid. Honestly, I have no idea what this is about. I got it for bargain price at, not Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, I believe. Okay. Okay, that didn't scan. Maybe I need to take off the sale sticker. Okay, this one's a tricky one. Let's go to one that's not gonna be so. Okay, My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones. We read Stephen Graham Jones for book club last year, The Only Good Indians. That was my first one by him, and I really enjoyed the way that he wrote horror, so I have high expectations for this one, even though it's a pretty popular book. Okay, you just sit there for a second. Let's try this again. Yo, bruh. What's happening? What's happening? Okay, we are back. So I scanned it in. I scanned the barcode. It showed up there. Ah, look at that! There it is. Sorry, that was probably really loud. I did not mean to screech into the camera microphone, but okay, that's awesome. And it sorts it by alphabetically by title, but oh, you can also sort it by, okay, yes, love this. Okay, beautiful. Let's keep scanning some books, shall we? This is so dope. I really kind of want to get it so that you guys can see what it looks like when it scans in. So I'm gonna set you right there for a second. Okay, the next book is Believe Me by J.P. Delaney. Again, I don't know what this is about, but it was in a blind date with a book that I got. So yeah, I don't know. It was some type of a thriller. But I'm gonna set that there. Then I'm gonna have this popping at the screen so you can see it. Click on a little search for books. Oh, look at that. It popped up. And it's added to the collection. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Oh my gosh. This is the best thing I've ever seen. It's the best thing in the whole world. Of course, the sun is gonna be a little turd McNugget. This is so freaking cool. Like, I don't know where this has been all of my life. This is bringing me so much joy. It's not even funny. Okay, let's continue on. So, the 0 Days by Ruth Ware. Adam in. House of Darkness, House of Light. This is the book about the Conjuring house, which I actually have been to. I spent the night in the real life Conjuring house that the movies are based on, the first movie at least. Yeah, been there, ghost hunted there, was there for 11 hours and saw ghosts. It was a lot of fun. After that experience, and which was terrifying, mind you, like, I'm not telling you that I wasn't scared, because the entire time I was like shaking, scared for most of it, because I went there by myself and then joined a group of strangers ghost hunting. And like, we were literally there to ghost hunt with this company, so we were trying to have experiences and do all of the things, and it was wild. It was scary. It was so much fun. If you don't believe in ghosts, go to the Conjuring house. You're gonna believe after you go to the Conjuring house. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, this is a book that it's based on. It's one that I've been wanting to read for a while. Stephen King, Mr. Mercedes, In Her Shoes by Jennifer Weiner, Always and Forever, Laura Jean by Jenny Han. I'm pretty sure that this is part of the To All the Boys I Loved Before series. So leave it to me to have like one of the like second or third in a series, but not the first book. And I still haven't read the first book, but yet here I am. The other ones in the series, that's pretty much, that tracks. So it's also starred by Nicola Yoon. This one I know that I got just because it was big on BookTube like many moons ago. Rule of Wolves by Libib. This one also is gonna be dumb. All of these stinking bookstores putting their stickers over the barcode. The Girl with the Lower Back Tattoo by Amy Schumer. The Magnolia Story by Chip and Joanna Gaines, who do an HGTV show that I cannot think of the name of right now. So it doesn't, obviously, any barcodes that are on there from like a bookstore or used bookstore or indie bookstore, whatever, it won't scan those because it's not the book barcode, it's just like the barcode that the store uses. So don't try and scan that. Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Gods and Monsters by Shelby Mahurin? Question mark? Oh my gosh, I did it on the sticker again. I picked up this book just because of the cover. Like, I thought it was so beautiful. I honestly couldn't tell you what this is about. I think it's part of a series, but I don't know anything about the series. I just like the cover. The Whisper Man by Alex North. This is one that I've heard a lot about. I've heard a lot about Alex North in general as well, so pick that up. The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. I have a love-hate relationship with Lucy Foley, but you know, that one could be a winner. Good Girl, Bad Blood, which I think is a sequel to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which I thought I had. Oh god. That scared the crap out of me. Which I thought I had, but apparently I do not. So, I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot of these where they are like the second, third, fourth book in a series, and I don't have the first one. Mainly just because I went to like Books A Million and stores like that, and I'm like, oh, $5 on clearance. Sold. Sounds like an interesting premise. I'll probably like the first one. Yeah, I know. I have a problem. Anonymous Girl by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. I'm pretty sure, I know I read The Wife Between Us, which I think is by them as well. Somewhere on my shelves. I actually found this at the Dollar Tree, so believe it or not. I don't know if that's gonna scan because it has a sticker over the barcode. I don't know what just happened to that one, so we'll set that one down there and double check on that. Another Stephen Graham Jones, Don't Fear the Reaper. Telling y'all, I went ham after I picked up The Only Good Indians. And then The Third Grave by Lisa Jackson. This was one that Kelly got in one of her blind date with a book things that she did, and she was like, I'm never gonna read this, so she gave it to me because it's kind of more in my wheelhouse. Oh my gosh, guys, this is so freaking dope. Oh my gosh, I am obsessed with this. Let's keep going. Where are you, Scanner? Bruh, where'd you go? I'm like, for real though. Oh, I'm done. Finlay Donovan is Killing It by El Casimano. I just got this one for Christmas, so I'm pretty excited to read this series. This is a series I've been wanting to read for a while. And Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Taylor Jenkins Reid is one of my like auto-buy authors, so any and all of her books I will read and buy without hesitation. One True Loves, also by Taylor Jenkins Reid. These were both books that I got for Christmas, so I was pretty stoked about that. And then we have The Ride of Her Life by Elizabeth Letts. This was going to be one of our book club books for 2022, I think, but we ended up skipping a month for some reason. So I don't remember why, but we didn't get around to reading that one. Alex Trebek, the answer is, if y'all don't know, host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek, he was one of my favorites, and I was very sad when he passed away. So once I found out he had a book out, I had to have it for sure. Another freaking sticker. A Vow So Bold and Deadly, and I'm pretty sure that this is a. It's also. Oh, see, I knew it. Okay, A Curse So Dark and Lonely, and A Vow So Bold and Deadly by the same author, same kind of premises, where I think it's like a twist on some type of a classic fairy tale. I want to say like Beauty and the Beast. This is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. I don't know what this one is about. Maybe this isn't a retelling of anything, but it's by the same author. And again, these were ones that I got for like $5 on sale at Books A Million. Arsenic and Adobo. Crazy Rich Asians. I have been wanting to read this book forever, and I have waited to watch the movie till I read it. So, The Lost Symbol by Dan Brown, which is part of the Da Vinci Code series. Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. That has a sticker on it. Anxious People by Frederick. It has a sticker on it. Frederick Bachman. The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield. This is one that we were going to read for a book video, and your girl was slacking. Didn't get around to it. Well, your girls, because we ended up not doing some of the books for that video or something. I don't know. Pretty Little Liars. I think this is books 1 and 2. Yeah. I love this show. Used to watch it all the time, so I was really excited to read the book. Wanted is also part of that little series as well, all by Sarah Shepard. Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. This is one, obviously, it's the prequel to the Hunger Games series, which Hunger Games series was amazing. Absolutely loved it. I haven't watched the movie yet because I'm waiting to read the book, so definitely should probably get on that, considering the movie is already out in theaters. But, you know, we'll get around to it when we get around to it. Tales of the Peculiar by Ransom Riggs. I just really like the cover of this one. It's really, really pretty. The Cold Is in Her Bones by Peternell Van Arsdale. This was also a blind date with a book. Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Nig. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering these authors' names. Love That Story by Jonathan Van Ness. I love Queer Eye and all the Queer Eye guys, and Jonathan is amazing. His book, Over the Top, which, I'll just scan that puppy right in. That didn't work because it has a sticker! Everything has a sticker! Anyway, I read this one a couple years ago or whatever when I was dealing with some really, really bad mental health issues, which still am. Who isn't? But it was part of all of that. And that book, this one right here, was one of the best self-help books that I could have ever read. And it's not even a self-help book. It's just a memoir. That's all it is. It's just him talking about his story and how he was able to pull himself out of some really terrible situations he was in. And y'all, this book, I'm telling you, if you can't find a self-help book that speaks to you, try this one. Try it. Because that one did it for me. After I read that, I felt so empowered and ready to take on the world like goodness. Next we have Mistress of All Evil by Serena Valentino. I have really been loving the kind of like twisted tales and like the villain stories and all of that. So I'm pretty excited to get to that one. I have like a whole box set by Serena Valentino that I've already read right here. Here I go. I'm like, I'm only going to show you guys my physical TBR. Should know better. Once you get a book nerd talking about books, we're gonna be talking for a while, okay? So Poor Unfortunate Soul is Ursula's tale, and then The Beast Within is obviously the Beast's tale. And then we have Fairest of All, which is the Evil Queen, I believe, from Snow White. So those were all really good, and I enjoyed them quite a bit. It was very interesting to see a story told from the point of view of the villain, because it kind of gives you a chance to relate and almost like feel sympathy for the villain, which is something that, you know, you wouldn't normally do. Mother Knows Best is another one that's part of that, which is about the mother from Tangled. And then we have Four Aunties and a Wedding, which is a sequel to Four Aunties and a Funeral is what it must have been, or what was it called now? No. It was Dial A for Aunties. That's what I've been trying to think of this whole time. I'm so dumb. But yeah, it's the sequel to this book, which I thought was so much fun. As long as you don't like think too hard about these books and you just go along with everything and know that it's gonna be ridiculous and just enjoy the ride. Oh, it's so great. Inner Holidays by Christina Lauren is one that I just picked up here last time I went book shopping, and this is what I'm going to be saving for Christmas next year. I meant to get to it this year, but I didn't have the time, so we'll save it for next year around Christmas. Yep. So, A Court of Wings and Ruin, which is part of, is it this part of the ACOTAR one, or is this part of the other one? I honestly could not tell you. I don't follow them that closely, and I know that this is not the first one in either of her series, so here we are again. This has a barcode on the sticker, so we're not even gonna get to scan it. But I've kept it on my shelf this long because I know that I'm going to get around to reading that both of those series at some point, just because of how hyped they are. I'm intrigued. Okay, I don't have a tendency to like hype books, neither does Kelly, but I'm intrigued enough that I want to read them. Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden. I started this book, and Kelly, if you're watching this, I pretended that I read the whole thing for one of our videos. I only read like the first little portion of it, so Bare Bones by Bobby Bones. Living Joy by Chris Stefanik. This was one that I actually got from my priest for mental health, depression, and all that, just trying to find joy in your life. This is one that he recommended, so I got it for free through the church. Off the Mark by Veronica Roth. Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith. Another Lucy Foley, The Guest List with the sticker. The Inexplicable Logic of My Life by Benjamin O'Leary Sands? I don't know. Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. And The Upside Down of Unrequited. If you've been on BookTube for a while, then you probably have recognized all of these lately, because these were the ones that were floating around when BookTube first became a thing. So yeah. The Love Hypothesis from Twinkle with Love, which I think is a sequel to When Dimple Met Rishi? Question mark? Maybe. It's by the same author, Sandhya Menon. Again, sorry if I butchered that. And I have When Dimple Met Rishi. I really enjoyed it, but this was a YA book, so I have a feeling it might not go over too well. Makeup by Michelle Fan. Sorry. Brutes by Diz Tate. I'm pretty sure this is an ARC, so I don't even think it has a barcode on it. Correct. It is an ARC. I got it for free from one of our indie bookstores for spending like $50 or something. You got a free ARC. Broken Things by Lauren Oliver. Signed edition. Pretty dope. Beautiful World, Where Are You by Sally Rooney. Sally Rooney is the author of Normal People, which sadly is a book that I did not like, but the TV show that's based on the book Normal People, chef's kiss. Oh, love it. Bad Girls with Perfect Faces. Thorn Hedge by T. Kingfisher. T. Kingfisher is another one of my new like auto-buy authors. The Chemist by Stephanie Meyer. Beach Read, Emily Henry. Y'all know I'm an Emily Henry stan. We'll buy all of her books as well. Every Value Break by Peter Swanson. Catherine House by Elizabeth Thomas. The Night She Disappeared by Lisa Jewell. I just finished reading, gosh, I about died. Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. And y'all will hear more about this in our January wrap-up, but spoiler alert, hated that book. So hopefully this one goes better. Oh, Kiss Her Once for Me by Allison Cochran. Back when I had Book of the Month, this was one of them that I had picked, which shocker to me because it's a romance. The Box in the Woods by Maureen Johnson. Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky Albatali and Aisha Saeed. The Wife Before Me by Laura Elliott. Tinfoil Butterfly by Rachel E. Moulton. I am so stoked to read this book because I heard that this book's going to mess you up, and it's just like horror done so well, and I'm so excited for it. The Chalk Man by C.J. Tudor. I have one of his other books, The Other People, which I thought was okay, so I'm kind of like a little bit nervous to read that one, but I've heard good things, so we shall see. Dark Places by Gillian Flynn, who was the author of Gone Girl. I love this book. I did. I believe I read it before I watched the movie, and I like the book better than the movie, but the movie was still really, really good. This book, oh my gosh, the mind effery that went on. Loved it. So I'm very excited to read Dark Places. The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. Next we have If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. Oh, that's gonna be tricky. Okay. So the Da Vinci Code is not actually the first book in that series. The first book is Angels and Demons by Dan Brown. And then I think it's The Lost Symbol. But I like this book a lot more than I thought I was going to, and I was just like so intrigued by this series. Next we have Pirate Latitudes by Michael Crichton. I think Michael Crichton was the same one who wrote Jurassic Park. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is who that is. Dodge City by Tom Clavin. Kingdom of the Feared. I picked this up for its cover, and I know that's part of a series, and it's by Carrie Maniscalco, who also wrote one of my favorite series ever, these books. So it starts off with, I believe, Stalking Jack the Ripper is the first one in the series, and then Hunting Prince Dracula, and then Escaping from Houdini, and then Capturing the Devil. Pretty sure that's the order. I could be wrong. But I absolutely love this series, and it has one of my favorite book boyfriends in it ever, Thomas Cresswell. Oh my gosh, every time he came across my pages, my heart went a fluttering. Very similar to like Daniel Arlington from Ninth House. So if you like Arlington from Ninth House, you'll like Cresswell. That was a different, like, yeah, I could see that comparison. Thomas Harris with Hannibal Rising. This Is Where I Leave You by Jonathan Tropper. This movie is so good, so I have high expectations for that book. Queen of Thieves by B.Z. Marsh. Oh, look at that. I have Hannibal by Thomas Harris. Those should be next to each other. The Genome Defense by Jorge L. Contreras. Another arc. Fall Down the Hawk by Maggie Steve Otter, which is a prequel or like another series, a part of the Raven Boys series, which is one of my other like super favorite series. Scan all those in really quick while I'm thinking about it. Obviously it kicks off with the Raven Boys, which I don't have in the dust jacket right now because I am currently rereading that. The Raven King, Blue Lily Lily Blue. Let me scan, please. And then the Dream Thieves, which the Dream Thieves focuses more on Ronan from the Raven Boys, and Call Down the Hawk is also focused on Ronan and his story, I believe. Caraval by Stephanie Garber, and The Mountain's Echo by Khaled Hosseini, Heartless by Melissa Meyer. Melissa Meyer also wrote The Lunar Chronicles, so another series that I highly recommend. It's so good. I absolutely love this entire series so much, and I think it's this one has my other favorite book boyfriend in it, Captain Thorn. And I also have Six of Crows with the sprayed edges. Yes, I love a good sprayed edges moment so much. Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody. I cannot talk today. A Shadow in the Ember by Jennifer L. Armentrout. However you say it, I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm so bad at names. Autonomous by Dean Koontz. And then we have Catching Stars by Kayla Keenan. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter by Seth Graham Smith. Lion Game by Sarah Shepard, who also wrote Pretty Little Liars. I really enjoyed that show, so I want to read the book, of course. The Immortalist by Chloe Benjamin. Unbirthday by Liz Braswell, which is one of those twisted tales that I mentioned earlier. I think this is about the Cheshire Cat and Wonderland. Yeah, what if Wonderland was in peril and Alice was very, very late? Oh, sounds so good. Bad Girls Never Say Die by Jennifer Matthew. The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey series, but I know that one's the first one, so at least we got one of them right. Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. So This Is Love by Elizabeth Lamb, another twisted tale. I guess I only have 2 other of the twisted tales, which is Part of Your World by Liz Braswell. Y'all, I'm losing my voice, I'm so sorry. That one is about when Ariel, like, if she didn't defeat Ursula, like, what would have happened next. And that sun is not helping me right now. So it was really pretty interesting. I really liked it a lot. And then Reflection by Elizabeth Lamb is about Mulan, and like she had to go to the underworld to try and save, what's his name, Shay? Is that his name? Shang. Wow, Li Shang. So yeah, she had to travel to the underworld to save him, or like save somebody. It was pretty interesting as well. Then we have the big chunk and behemoth book, It by Stephen King, followed by The Bizarre Bad Dreams. And then we also have Sleeping Beauties by Owen King and Stephen King. So his son Owen and the king himself. And then Carrie by Stephen King. I got all of those on a book haul from Twice Told Tales. Shout out to one of the best indie bookstores that I know. Yeah, they had like a whole stack of Stephen King ones in there, and I was just like immediately DM them on Instagram like, hey, can you save all of those back for me? And they're just like, we got you, girl. And it was amazing. I freaking love Twice Told Tales so much. They are such an amazing like little indie bookstore. So if you're ever in the area, go check them out, please. They do an amazing job. I think the only thing left on my shelf here are all of my graphic novels, so that's cool. I have Amazing, Fantastic, Incredible, Stan Lee, and then I also have Raven, which is part of like the Teen Titans graphic novel series. And we have Avengers, The Advent of Ultron. If you know me, I'm a huge Avengers fan, so I will just completely like eat up anything Marvel related. Captain Marvel is another graphic novel that I have. She's honestly not one of my favorite in the Avengers, but I think it was on sale and I wanted, at that time I was gonna have like the whole collection of Marvel graphic novels. That ended real quick. I have all the Umbrella Academy ones that had been out at that time, so Umbrella Academy, Hotel Oblivion, Dallas, and Apocalypse Suite, which if you haven't watched Umbrella Academy on Netflix, you totally need to. It's one of my favorite Netflix series. Like, it's so well done. And then I also have Surviving the Holocaust by Anna M. Mitchell. It's Stan Kajowski's journey in a wicked world. This is somebody that lived in the area that I grew up in who like survived the Holocaust, and his story, I don't know, it was someone that my dad knew, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, my dad gave me this book and it's like, hey, this is so and so, you should read this. And I'm like, Dad, I don't know who that is, but okay, I still need to read it. I will, Dad, I promise. These are not on my physical TBR, they're just on this shelf, so we're going to go through them really quick. The Martian by Andy Weir and Project Hail Mary, also by Andy Weir. In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. Now Entering Adamsville is a good one for like Halloween season. I also have a couple Goosebumps books. My goal is to collect all of the Goosebumps books because that's what I got my love of reading from, is reading the Goosebumps books. And then I have Staying Strong by Demi Lovato, which is like a 365-day little like self-help book sort of a thing, whatever. And that's gonna round out my TBR shelf. Oh wait, I just picked up 2 books today. So I'll scan those in. Well, I won't scan them in because they have the barcodes on, the stickers on the barcodes, but I did pick up Where'd You Go, Bernadette and The September House. That is my physical TBR. That was kind of longer than I wanted it to be. I should have known better. I'm telling you, once you start getting me talking about books, I'ma just never shut up. So yeah, let's take a look at my library and see like how it looks on Libib and all of that, and then we will I'll send you over to Kelly and you can go and see what book she's getting in off of her physical TBR. So let's take a look at this really quick. Okay, I really hope that my camera battery doesn't die because I'm too lazy to go and get it before it dies here. So, oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh, there they all are. Look at all of them. This is incredible. Yeah, I downloaded the app as well, so I need to check and see if all of these like pull up on the app too. They should because it's the same account, right? So okay, let's check on that. Okay, so I've signed in. There's Amy's library. Oh my gosh, okay. And it's all in, and you can search for things, which is really nice and makes it really easy. You can see me in the reflection. But, oh, this is so awesome. I cannot wait to add all of my books in. This is so freaking cool. And it's gonna make book shopping so much easier. Okay, and this is saying that I have 110 books in my library, and I know that I have more than that because there's like a good 20 that I couldn't scan in because of the stickers being over the barcodes. So that is definitely more books than I could ever read in a year. My Goodreads goal for this year is 50, and I have a feeling that I'm going to like really be pushing hard just to try and reach that one. So 100 and let's just say 150 books. It's not happening. It's not happening. But it's a goal. It's something to work towards. And yeah, now I know like what books I have. Oh my gosh, this is so freaking cool. This is the best thing that I could have ever bought. That was my physical TBR. Let's send you on over to Kelly to see how her experience with Libib went and what her physical TBR is looking like. So, bye for now.
Hey everybody, Kelly here. Amy and I decided to try out Libib, which is a library management program where you can like scan your books into a program, and it will keep a library for you. And there's also an app that you can get on your phone so that like when you go out to bookstores and shopping and stuff, you can access your library, and like if you have a question about if you'd already bought a book or not, and then you have it all in there. So it's actually getting late, as you may be able to tell from the lighting in here, which is not the best. And I have been at a basketball tournament and it's getting a little late. So I'm actually going to start doing some of this tomorrow. But what I wanted to do for tonight is, excuse me, I got my scanner in the mail. So I thought I'd just do a little unboxing and kind of hook that up and see how it works. So I've got my scanner here, got my laptop here in front of me that I have gotten on and created an account on Libib, and I'm not sure, maybe we can throw some screenshots in here or something, because otherwise I'm not sure how you're going to see this, but we'll just go with it, see what happens. So anyway, I actually got on Amazon, and I just got a kind of inexpensive scanner. I think it was like $30 or $35 or something like that, but we can link below which one it was. So if you want to go look at it, there are some specs that you have to get in order for it to work with Libib, and I can't exactly remember what those are right now. But, yeah, we can look at that too. But I actually got a wireless one, and it also has Bluetooth. I don't really know why, but I thought maybe that would be kind of cool. But considering I obviously didn't have time to charge it at all, I'm just going to plug it in. So this is what it looks like. It's just a simple little scanner. And it comes with, sort of, yeah, the cords, of course, so you can plug it in. So we'll just plug it in real quick and see what happens. Oh, it's got its the little chip for the wireless is kind of held right there in the handle, which is kind of nice. So, you know, if you're not using it, if you don't want to, like with my laptop, I don't want it plugged in my laptop all the time. So if I was using this like out on my office computer on my desktop, then, you know, I would be able to do that. But okay, so you figure out you got to be smarter than the scanner in order to plug it in. And I'm really tired, by the way. It's been a long, long day. So there we go. Okay. So got that plugged in, and now just plug in the USB on my computer. Where's my ports at? They're over here. It's supposed to be just a plug and play. You don't have to download any software or anything like that. So it's working. The little red light came on the top. Oh, well, that did something, didn't it? Okay, so again, I wish I could show you this. I don't know, man. I'm gonna try and bring my phone over here, and so hopefully you can maybe see how this works. Okay, so this is gonna be slightly awkward. I'm really sorry. So I have not played around with this at all. In fact, I just got on the website and created an account. So I really have no idea what I'm doing. So we're going to kind of figure this out together. So I'm assuming we'll go over here to add items. You must create a collection. Okay, well, that's good to know. Okay, so let's add a collection. Collection title. I guess we'll just go maybe with genres, I guess. Okay, so sorry, I'm going to be typing one-handed, so this ought to be interesting. The book I picked to start with is fantasy, so we'll do that. English language, I don't know if you can see that, yeah, and add collection. Cool, you get a little green box at the top, says it was added. Okay, so now I can go back to add items. Okay, fantasy, select item type, it's a book. Search book, search by icing. Okay, so I'm assuming this is where we can scan it in. So we're gonna come back a little bit. I'm gonna show you, I got my pre-order of, gosh, the lighting's so bad, I'm so sorry. Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands, Book 2 in the Emily Wilde. I got my pre-order of that, so we're going to add this in. And if you see on the back, there's the barcode, and that's what we're going to be scanning. And I cannot do this with one hand holding my phone, so I'm sorry I can't show you how the scanner will do it, but I'm going to take the scanner and see what happens, huh? Oh, that is cool. Look, item added to collection. It put the ISBN in there. Oh, wow. Now that is really cool. Okay. Who doesn't love to mess around with a scanner, right? Okay, so library. Oh, look at that. Isn't that neat? That is pretty cool. Let me see it. I know it's odd. Okay, we gotta do another book because that was just fun. Okay, I'm gonna reach up behind me. I'm sorry if my phone will go wonky for a minute. We're gonna do another one that I just got, which is In the Lives of Puppets by TJ Klune. And actually, I'm going to add another collection. This will be interesting because, again, going one-handed. This is, sorry, it's all over the place. Science. I'm trying to type while still showing this. Science fiction. Okay, again, English language, add collection. We got the little green box up here at the top, which is fun. Okay, add items. Okay, science fiction, you got the little drop box. And it is a book. I'm going to come down here. Again, the barcode is at the bottom there. And again, I can't show you. I will show you more of this later. But watch that little spot right there. How cool is that? And then we got the little, the pop. So, okay. That just works pretty slick. Okay, I'm going to flip back around. Sorry, very awkward. That's back here. Okay, so that is so easy. I mean, it really is just a plug and play and you start clicking and that is fun. I think, you know, the most time consuming part would be like adding in your collections. If you wanted to do something other than genres, you know, maybe making up collection names. I have no idea. Maybe if you have, you know, more than one person in your household and you have kids' books, you could make a collection for each of your kids. Or, you know, whatever. If you had different rooms that you had books in, you could maybe put, you know, your different libraries per room. I don't know, whatever you want to do, but mine's going to be by genre because that's the simplest thing I can think of. But I think that would probably be the most time-consuming thing. And maybe on, like, older books where the barcode is maybe damaged, where it won't scan. And then, you know, there is a heading for a manual entry, so you can manually enter your barcode. I think also in the search box, I'm just gonna search real quick and see. Oops, that's not right. See what this does. Oh yeah, so you can just like type in the title and it will bring up results and you can just click, there's a button you can click that says add item. So it's really, really simple to use. It's pretty amazing. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. But like I said though, I'm really kind of tired and I've been at this basketball tournament. So that's all I'm gonna do tonight. And again, the lighting in here is just horrible. And I'm going to hopefully figure out a way where I can actually set up my camera somehow differently so I can actually show what I'm doing as I'm doing it, because it's kind of like you really want to stare at my face where you can't see my computer. I think that's really kind of boring. But anyway, my plan is, if you see all these books stacked up here, those are all of the ones that kind of got displaced the last time I did a shelf organization, and books that I have collected since I did the shelf organization. And so they have just been sitting in piles. I have a bench out by my main bookshelf. They've just been sitting in piles on that shelf. So I thought, you know what? Those are the ones I'm going to start with. And then hopefully do a little organizing on my shelf to get them shelved, and so they're not just in piles sitting everywhere. But it's a little ambitious, so we'll see. Because I also have the end of the basketball tournament is tomorrow, so of course I'll be doing that too. I think that's probably all I'm gonna do. We had thought about doing like a whole shelf reorganization and doing like our whole entire library, but I'm just not gonna have time for that. So you're gonna see the very beginning of my process. So, as I said, we're going to do all of those books there, hopefully. We'll see. And if it goes, quick, which, again, this is really slick. I mean, it's fast and easy to use, and the scanner works great. So I will definitely have Amy link down in the comments to what scanner I bought. But if it goes quickly and I have time, I might do this shelf behind me also. This is my TBR shelf. So there's 4 shelves on there with those. I might do that one too. I don't know, because I don't really have to rearrange those. I can just pull them and scan them and be done. So I don't know. This is really fun. And I'm kind of excited to see now. I'm using my camera on my phone, so I can't show you that at the moment, but getting on the app that I downloaded on my phone, how if it just automatically uploads, or if you have to sync it, or I guess it doesn't like it when you don't use it regularly. Maybe it like shuts itself. I don't know. Well, it tells you. Use me. Wow, that was loud. Just to see if it automatically, will update, or if you have to sync it or whatever. I don't know. That'll be interesting to see. So anyway, I think that's all I'm going to do for tonight. I'm going to go put my pajamas on and relax for a little bit and probably go to bed early. It's been quite a day. So I hope that was kind of interesting to you. I'm excited. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. So I guess tomorrow sometime I will start in again and we'll get to scanning and shelving some books. All right, we'll see you later. I'm back, and look what I figured out to do. I think this will be much less clumsy in trying to kind of show you how this works than what I was trying to do with my camera held in front of my computer screen. I know the audio on this, the audio quality is kind of crap, but I probably won't be talking a whole lot through this section while we just scan books in, so hopefully that'll be okay, and then I'll switch back to my other camera for the end. So I am going to go ahead and continue on with what I was doing last night, and hopefully you can see a little bit better about how it works. So I am going to go ahead and scan in some more books. Got my scanner. It's going to be loud. It is blue now, so it is charged up. So I could use the wireless, but since I'm sitting here right in front of my computer, I'm not gonna worry about that. I need the computer straight over here. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, now that I've added a few items, I just want to stop and make a little comment. Like when I was adding in this book, I bought this used. So you might see like on the back, I don't know if you can see that, covering up like the barcode, the manufacturer barcode is down here, and they've covered it up with a sticker for the reseller. So obviously that sticker barcode does not work. But instead of trying to peel it off and get to the real barcode, I just set it aside for now. This may be one I just have to manually enter as well. So I just want to make a note on that. And since I'm now got a few more things added, I kind of want to just explore a little bit to see what we can do. I wonder if I can move this up. Yes, I can. Okay. So we can go to the library, sort of, maybe. We'll need to go. Let's move this down here. Okay, there we go. Okay, and I'm going to move my picture down a little bit because I think we've got, yeah. I'm going to see if there's an all books. There's not. So that's kind of, Okay, here we are back. Hopefully this is a little bit better on sound quality for you, but you can see the shelf behind me is now clean. I did get all of those in with the exception of one, which was the special edition of Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies from Barnes & Noble. For some reason, that was not coming up at all, and, well, I just actually kind of forgot to do it. So every other one I got in just fine. You did see in some cases where it didn't come up and I did have to search for it, or in cases where there was a like reseller sticker over the original barcode. So I had to do that. And I also noticed that I don't know if it's my internet connection or if the Libib site is just kind of slow sometimes, but you saw where it was not loading the cover thumbnails. It was really slow refreshing. Just a little buggy, and I don't know if that was, it could very well just be, you know, my internet connection. Also, what I have discovered is the danger of getting scanner happy and forgetting to change your collection and then having to go back and move a whole bunch of books. Also, keep an eye when you're scanning, because if that little green box doesn't pop up and saying it was added, then it wasn't. And I did notice, especially on the mass market paperbacks, I only had 2 of them, but both of them would not come up as the book. They, you know, the list of results was like 4 or 5 different books that had no relation to what I was scanning. So I don't know if that's a mass market paperback thing. So if you do have a lot of mass markets, then I don't know. This may not work for you, but hey, the Libib itself is free, so you know you don't even have to buy a scanner. You can just go like add stuff in. But anyway, that might be a notice. The 2 mass market paperbacks I had, both of them did that, so that may be an issue. But otherwise, it was really my own lack of attention that got me in trouble, because again, I just kept right on scanning, even though there was, you know, an issue with the book or more than one edition of the book. that the ISBN was coming up with, or it just didn't take. And of course, then me not putting it into the same collections. So anyway, right now I think it's really good. I think I'll enjoy using it a lot. Definitely adding stuff in, while it's a little bit time consuming, it's really not hard. I was going to count and see how many items I added. Where's my stats at? There on the dashboards is where the stats were. It does run slow. It really does. And again, that may be my internet connection, but it just seemed like it was kind of buggy to me, but that may just be my internet. Anyway, I was going to come back and see I was working on this for, the scanner really doesn't like it when you don't use it. Yeah, so I just entered like 72 books, and you saw some of them I manually entered, but most of them I just scanned. I was working on this for about 45 minutes. So, I mean, that's really not bad. It's not hard. I think my biggest problem is paying attention to make sure that that green box pops up, but it's really easy to use. I think it's going to be a great thing. Again, I've got the app on my phone too, so you can take it shopping with you. And if you have any question, if you have it, the one thing I do wish is that there was an ability to do like sub collections. I am not real big on breaking down genres. So, to me, it's either romance or it's fantasy. I really don't see the need for this romantasy kind of subgenre. But anyway, not so much that as like some authors have various series going on. Like Shannon McGuire has like 4 different series that she's writing right now. And it would be nice to be able to group like in your, not just by author, but be able to group your particular series together. So you didn't have to like go through, you can sort by author as I showed you, but it would be really nice is if you don't have to go through a whole author's backlog to see if you were missing this one particular book in this series, or if you had it. So I do wish there was a way to do sub collections, kind of like that. And again, if you were doing, I don't know, if you are somebody that likes to do subgenres, you may want to put these romance fantasy books under fantasy and then do it under romance. It is possible that maybe that's what tags are for, because you can search by tags, I guess. So, you could tag a book like October Day series. And maybe that would do it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't tend to dig too deep into this stuff. I want it simple and straightforward. Obviously, I'm not too technologically intelligent, but that probably is like what tags are for, huh? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I think it would be nice to not have to go that step, but that's all right. I do think too, because if you were using this for more than books, that might get kind of iffy too, because I mean, I guess you wouldn't have to just do books as a collection. You could still do genres as a collection. But like if you had videos or games or what have you, if you're putting them under videos, under games, under books, it would be nice to sub-collection under books so you could kind of just do a tree, but I guess you could still just do your collections. You'd have a whole lot of collections, but I guess that would work too. I just want them all organized in stacks. But anyway, other than that, I mean, I really haven't played with it a whole lot more than just scanning in some books, but I think it's really cool, and I think the stats part is really cool. I think it's really neat that you can go in and look and see, like how many science fiction books, how many romance books, how many general fiction books you have. Just not just overall, but break it down. And, it does it by date too. So you can see how many books you bought in a particular year or you added in a particular year and what were they, and kind of track your reading that way too. It's just kind of neat. Or I mean, not you're reading, but you're buying. So anyway, yeah, I think this is really fun. And again, Libib for the base is cheap. It's free. You can upgrade. I did not look to see what features that you get if you upgrade. It's not something I will probably ever do, but you can upgrade and get more features. I think the free version is pretty good for a basic use. And again, you know, these scanners are cheap. And I will have Amy link the scanner that I got in the description so you can see like in the title of it. I got it on Amazon. It again was like $30, $35, somewhere in that range. So I'm not going to spend any more time on that because my computer is not working very well. So anyway, I think that's it. I really like this little program. It's kind of fun to use. And I think it'll be a good way to organize your library. And especially, like I said, I think just for being out when you're shopping, to be able to, you know, avoid buying duplicates of books and things like that. So that's all I'm going to have time for today. But I do plan on using it for my entire library and kind of maybe helping me shelve some books with some organization too, and different, maybe by genre this time. Who knows? I'll shake it up. Amy would be proud. But I think that's all I have time for today. I hope you enjoyed being able to see how this works and maybe give it a try yourselves. All right, see you next time. Bye.
All right, guys. So that's going to do it for this video. Once again, I'm Kelly-less here for the outro, but I really hope you guys enjoyed watching and seeing what our physical TBRs look like and seeing us try out Libib and all of that. Highly, highly recommend. I swear, this is not a sponsored video, okay? We're not sponsored by Libib or by the scanners or whatever, okay? Like, this is literally just something that I saw on TikTok and I fell in love with it and had to try it, and I love it even more than I thought I would. Get to play Librarian with my own library, and it's amazing. And it's the fact that it's free blows my freaking noggin. Okay, this is so much easier than the Excel spreadsheet that I made and was trying to like keep up on. Like, so much easier. So highly, highly recommend that you download the app and like get a scanner and do all of this with your books because it's just so amazing. But hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, go on down below the video, hit that red subscribe button and join the Everyday Adventurer family so you can see mine and Kelly's beautiful face every Sunday for new book videos. We do have our book club live discussion coming for Killers of a Certain Age by Deanna Raybourn. We'll be, like I said, discussing this live on February 4th. First Sunday of February. So read the book and join us for that. I think it's gonna be a good time because the things I've heard is Golden Girls meets James Bond and Assassin Grannies. What more do you need to know about a book? That's all I needed to know. So I'm really excited about this one and I hope it goes really well. So please be sure to read it and join us, discuss with us and all of that. Haven't decided what we're gonna be crafting yet, but probably something Valentine's Day related. I don't know. Stay tuned. Find out during the live then. Also, if you want to see and get even more content, be sure to go and join channel memberships. You can get early access to the videos, not the book videos yet because Kelly and I are still trying to get our shit together. But all of the other videos on the channel you get early access to, as well as some additional like members only videos and content that you're not going to get anywhere else. So go sign up for those. And if you, let me think how Kelly says this, if you like books but that's not I don't even remember how she says it, but that's not your thing. If you like things other than just books, you can go check out the rest of my channel where there is a ton of other content featuring like home renovations and home decor and cleaning and organization and the fashion hauls and travel and all of that fun stuff. And if that's not enough for you, I also have a blog. You can go check that out. I have restaurant reviews and Watch It Wednesdays and even more content and stuff over there as well. So I'll have that link down in the description. Kelly, I need you back because I just butchered our outro. But anyway, like I said, I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and seeing what books are on our physical TBR. Please let us know in the comments if there are any books that you saw us scan into our little e-libraries that you think that we should read like ASAP. Also, be sure to go check out our Instagram and TikTok for even more content. I'll have those handles linked down in the description because now we have one dedicated specifically to the Everyday Epic Book Club. So go join us over there in our little book communities online. And I'm winded. I'm so out of shape. That's gonna be it for us today. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'm Amy and she was Kelly, and we are the Everyday Epic. We will see y'all in the next one. Bye.